Ives, hurry up. Thank you. Okay, so we should be live again. We are back for the evening show, which is a special in which we talk about how a billion-dollar company cannot get their stuff together. And
how a meme has sold over 8 million copies.
8 million copies and actually plays halfway decent. Okay, so how should we start? Oh, I know. PLA was the right choice. Pokemon Legends Arceus was the right decision. And yeah. And maybe, shout out to KMDP if you're watching. Hello, sir. Like him, Zakk here, and many other boys that I've talked to over the years have said, the old way was better in how you could have your guy be your mount. And it would have been nice if that transferred over into something like PLA because they fixed everything. But, we can't have that. We have to have designated guys who we don't know be our mounts. But not in Power World, though. Not there.
At the end of the day, HMs aren't inherently bad.
No.
Because it means that Pokemon can serve a different purpose other than just fighting.
Right.
They help you explore the terrain, which is inherently cool. Nah, just throw that out. Don't need it.
Don't need it. Also, it would be a great replacement for an HM? Just a saddle.
Yeah. Just call Charizard. You guys remember Charizard? He flies in from the sky. And he's your guy now.
And it's not even your Charizard. That's the biggest thing that bothers me after all you guys said. Like, no, you're absolutely right. It's not your guy. It's not yours.
It's not yours. You have to Lord, you have to rent it from the Pokemon Commission's office.
Basically.
Do you know how much that takes out of a fun adventure? When you have to rent someone else's Pokemon to help you explore? That is so lame.
And it's even more ridiculous in Pokemon Legends Arceus because I'm getting it from ye old medieval Japan Pokemon's Commission's office. What are you talking about? Play Magic Flu, and I have a bunch of these guys in my pocket. They're on my hip.
Oh, ooh.
What happened?
Ooh, people are going to be mad at me.
What happened?
Power World has sold over 8 million copies in 5 days.
Not even a week.
Do you know what game? Sold about 10 million copies entirely?
What?
Dark Souls 3.
Oh, no! Brother, we're canceled!
I try to find, games that are at the same level of being sold, right?
Yeah.
Dark Souls sold 27 million copies. Dark Souls 2, only 2 million. But Dark Souls 3 is around, that happy medium.
Yeah.
What about Bloodborne? Because that was only on the PlayStation.
Yeah. Bad.
Ooh, Bloodborne sold 7.5 million copies.
Power World outsold Oh, no.
Outsold my favorite game of all time.
Oh, no. And in 5 days.
Oh, brother.
This is bad.
What about Mass Effect 2?
The other good one.
Oh, that didn't even make that didn't even make 1 million. That was only sold 500,000 copies?
Really?
Mass Effect 2?
Mass Effect 2 only sold... Wow.
I mean, it was an Xbox exclusive, but jeez.
But people had Xboxes back then. 360 was big.
Yeah. Yeah, the Mass Effect franchise, all 3 games and the re-release only sold about 20 million copies in total.
And that will be Power World's numbers next week.
Probably. This thing is sold as like, oh man, what else? What else is comparable? What about Shadow of Mordor?
That was terrible.
Another like, I love Shadow of Mordor.
I didn't like.
I like that game. Like as far as like Assassin's Creed clones go, I think it was very, very good.
I don't think
2014 Game of the Year.
Oh wow!
As far as I know,
I didn't play it enough. I played the one I think with the spider in it.
Oh, that's Shadow of War.
Oh, okay. Different game then. My bad.
850,000 copies.
Oh,
Game of the Year 2014.
How much did Tears of the Kingdom sell?
Oh wait, no, that's Shadow of War. Shadow of Mordor, about over 1 million. Okay. Tears of the Kingdom got to be a lot, right?
It has to be.
Although it is exclusively on Switch.
Yeah.
And it's $70.
Yeah.
This is comparable. 10 million copies.
That will be tomorrow for Power World. Oh my god. This is crazy.
Pokemon Sword and Shield is like 20 million, I think. Yeah, Sword and Shield is 20 million.
Which is crazy for that one.
What an awful game.
What an awful game. Like, jeez Louise. $20 million. With no voice or anything.
Like, granted, like, Scarlet and Violet sold 10 million in the first 3 days, though. Ooh.
Which, okay. And then everyone saw how bad it was.
Yeah. They still haven't fixed it.
No, they haven't. They've only added more.
It still sold 25 million copies.
Which, we'll see by, like, I guess, February, we'll see.
As of June of last year, it was the 4th best-selling Pokemon game of all time.
4th, okay.
Scarlet and Violet. Those games.
Yikes.
Those games almost outsold Gold and Silver.
You know, that's disgusting, first of all. And, you know, I like Scarlet and Violet for its roster. There's some good guys in there. I think the abilities that they have are really good. As a game, though, this is dog water.
As a combat system, Scarlet and Violet are very good.
Yes.
As a video game, garbage.
And I'll say this, too. Like, I have the same thought process with, what was it back in the day? It was Mortal Kombat 9 versus Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is a better fighting game. I will tell you that. However, Mortal Kombat 9 back then was a better product because you had the fighting and you had all these mini games. So as a full package, it was a better product. Oh, you found something. Oh, Lordy, you found something. What'd you find?
Baldur's Gate 3 estimated copies sold 7.5 million.
Oh, so there were lies being told then. Oh, the lies. People were capping.
People want Power World.
Because this is what people have been wanting for years, though. Even like how, like, I got my like Switch Pro controller, so all the controls are a little busted, even when I switch them around.
Yeah,
but like even now, just playing it a little bit, it's good, and I haven't even gotten started. The fact you can make a whole factory is wild, because you know what I wanted that to be? You know what I wanted my factory simulator to be in my RPG? I wanted that to be Fallout 4. It was not.
Yeah.
The fact that the little baby can go over and make me the gun is way better than me, like, building these robots for them to just mess around the wasteland and do nothing.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's stupid. Check the Starfield numbers. I want to see the Starfield numbers. What are they, Zakk?
Ah, that's a good idea. Starfield is weird because that's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So that's also going to be comparable to Palworld, because it's also a Game Pass.
Yeah.
Starfield, 2.5 million. Wait a minute.
Oh.
He.
Uh-oh.
Amazing.
That's it? It's 2 million?
2.5 million copies.
Now, if I were Microsoft, I'm just saying, I'm not, but if I were Microsoft, I would look into purchasing the Pokemon equivalent, because that is something that Sony could never do. They never had it, which was always wild to me because they were in the handheld market. They never went to Atlas. They never pressured them for Shin Megami Tensei. Nothing.
Which is weird because Shin Megami Tensei is almost always on Sony systems.
Right? And now even that's different now because both Shin Megami Tensei... No, scratch that. Shin Megami Tensei was at the Switch reveal trailer for the system back in 2017. It was at this launch trailer for the console. They showed Shin Megami Tensei. That's crazy. They've lost everything.
Yeah.
They've lost and now what's the other one? Persona. Persona is on Switch. Joker's in Smash. It's over. It's been over for a long time. It's crazy. But Microsoft, though, this is a golden opportunity because the numbers don't lie.
The numbers don't lie, and they have it on Game Pass,
and it's good. And the bad part about it, okay, so all the AI allegations were false. We found that out recently. Design-wise, the yellow guy I have on screen is probably the best thing I have seen in years.
It looks like evil Totoro.
It does.
It looks like Totoro's American brother.
It's Totoro fusion dance with Electabuzz, and this is what I wanted.
Exactly.
This is all I wanted. I feel like
this is all we needed, right?
Yes.
Decent game, relatively polished, fun Pokemon designs. And we are so starved for a half-decent Pokemon experience that 10 million people are buying Palworld.
Yes.
We are buying the meme Pokemon with guns game.
The fact, you know what was so soulful to me? Way back in the day now, on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you could ride on your Snorlax's gut as you walked around. This has that energy all the time. Because if you have 10,000 animals in your pocket, why would you need a bike? It doesn't make sense. It's so... I have a horse.
I could literally ride my horse.
I could ride my flying horse that's faster than my dumb bike with manpower. This is dumb. It's all dumb. The fact you could get a bird that's as big as you very early on and ride that. I think its name is Nightwing or something. Also, that's another thing that's really important. They have goofy names. That's actually very important. It sells the product. Because you know what didn't have goofy names and was a Pokemon like back in the day? Monster Rancher. Monster Rancher names are terrible. They literally have one called Plant.
Amazing.
That's why they didn't succeed. And Monster Rancher was dope. They had anime and everything. Did not succeed. Because the names were bad. Pixie. Pixie's a bad name.
It's one of the reasons why Shin Megami Tensei will never overcome Pokemon.
Never, ever. The only...
It's not as marketable.
No. And then you're talking about demons and stuff. No one like... I mean, people like demons, but they're not gonna...
Teenagers like demons.
Yeah.
Kids and girls like fluffy anime friends.
Right.
And that's something that we are... That's a lesson that the world is still learning. All the way back from Pac-Man.
Yeah.
If you make it fluffy, if you make it inviting, if you try to appeal to everyone instead of just appealing to the hard and edgy boys, all of a sudden your market doubles.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the reasons why Pokemon is so unbelievably ubiquitously successful is because chicks love Pokemon because they're cute, furry creatures. And dudes love Pokemon because they're bad dragons that I can shoot fire out of their face, kill my enemies.
And that's why, too, Yu-Gi-Oh! Beat Magic in the West.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got your funny little anime guys, and then you have your cool dragon swordsmen. That's why.
Yeah, you're allowed to have the Blue Eyes White Dragon, but you also have Plunder Patrol.
And Water Pond.
But you also have, I don't know, like the idol deck. I forget what they're called.
Oh yeah, the ones based off of fruits, I think.
I don't remember.
Marshmallow, that guy.
Marshmallow.
Swordsman of Landstar.
What was it called?
Bean Soldier.
Queen. Music-based archetype. Trickstars.
Trickstars, yeah. Oh, they're monsters. That's right, huh? They're like spiders and stuff?
No, they're like anime girls.
Oh.
The Trickstars? They're just idol girls.
Oh, those are... Oh, right, that's the other guy. Okay, got you.
But that's people like that.
That's the point. You have to have a mix.
Yeah.
That's why Digimon did not succeed.
Although Digimon was so close to striking that balance.
Yeah.
The problem with Digimon is the designs got... The most iconic designs got too complicated.
Yeah.
One of the biggest, I guess, things to strive for stuff like this is that you need a design that an 8-year-old can doodle. An 8-year-old could draw Pikachu.
Yeah.
An 8-year-old could draw Charizard. An 8-year-old could not draw Neo War Greymon.
No. Also, the marketing back in the 90s did not help because even though Digimon was a very unisex show, very progressive for boys and girls, as there were two very important female cast members, they marketed it as a boys thing solely, which tanked everything. So that did not help. And then too, the girl Digimon had like weird veiny leaf arms, which were kind of gross. So yeah, that didn't help. But yeah, here we have My Neighbor Totoro is packing heat with his Second Amendment.
Which automatically appeals to both. Big, fluffy friendo, massive firearm.
Yes, he is the heavy from Team Fortress 2, which is the energy I vibe with.
Well, yeah.
Because that is like half of my whole aesthetic, so yes. But yeah, and then there's an evil team that actually do war crimes and capture pals in the game.
Yeah.
You could also capture them. Now, is that morally correct? The answer is, this is a video game, you nerd. So I don't really care about the moral implications about this video game because it is fiction. It's a fictional product.
Hang on, what was it?
If Microsoft buys them, my God. To have Minecraft and then to actually have this, that'd be crazy.
Oh, what was that game? Oh, I was going to make a point, but I don't remember the name of the game.
Temtem?
Not Temtem. There's this like war game, where it was one of those games where it's like, oh, you were the baddies all along, you had no idea, and you're committing war crimes and don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't remember, but I was gonna say, it's like, this is Pal World, not that.
Yeah. There's no moral compass here. You capture the baddies, you make them to go to work on your farms and in your factories. Also, the fact that you can utilize the guys that you have. I was watching a YouTuber and he was like, well, you should look at pals like you look at animals in the real world and not like Pokemon. Pokemon are friends. Yeah, but you can't put these friends to work. You have a whole field in PLA and they don't even do that much in the field. I mean, they do berry stuff, but that's it. You have all these, like we were talking about earlier with One Piece, how you can use your powers for practical everyday things.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me I've got a fire guy, I'm out in the field, I've got all my cooking supplies, he can't light the fire so I can cook, so he and I can have a nice brunch? Ridiculous.
Yeah. Can you not show me him lighting the fire? All you need is to put his static fire-breathing animation that already exists in the game.
Yeah.
And also put him in front of the fire.
And Power has that.
But, Pokemon... Pokemon having canned animations in the field? Ridiculous. What if we instead cut to black and implied that an animation happened?
That's base. That's what we want right there. Ridiculous.
Awesome. Even my Golden Goose PLA does that, and it makes me so mad.
It really, yeah. That's true. Our favorite boy does that as well. We can't even see a child being carried away by a drift loom because... no. Oh, well. Now, one thing I will criticize about Power World that I have not seen, that PLA did do, you can make balls in the field. You can't do that in PLA. I mean, you can't do that in Power World. You can't make
what do you mean, like balls in the field?
I mean, like how you can make Pokeballs out when you're out and about.
Oh, that's cool. So there's like an active crafting system.
Yeah, PLA has that. Power World does not.
Yeah.
Power World, you have to make your Fabergé eggs or whatever at base.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's like a small caveat in the grand scheme of all the other things that they have over Pokemon.
Yeah.
And as somebody who comes from a very large competitive background in Pokemon, I've EV trained, I've IV bred for like 10 years.
As have I.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't even know that, bruh.
Yeah. So I never did like tournaments or anything like that, but yeah, I always have at least one team because me and my brother face off against each other at least once per generation.
That's cool.
And I have to win.
Well, that's fair. So like the whole bit about that is agonizing.
Yeah.
That's why in PLA they fixed that and they gave you a reward for releasing guys you caught.
Yeah.
And you could just buff up your IVs because at the end of it all, the IVs shouldn't even matter. You should just be able to manipulate them so you can have your favorite guy be your favorite guy or your competitive team.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be in the trenches breeding guys so I can have my perfect 6 IV golden boy. Who wants to do that?
And that's one thing that I appreciated that they started doing in like Sword and Shield. As terrible as that game is.
Yeah.
At the very least, they gave us bottle caps.
And then in Scarlet and Violet, I think it's mints. If I'm not mistaken.
The mints are for, it's still bottle caps, but the mints are for natures.
Ah, right.
So you can use mints and you can use bottle caps to get a perfect boy.
Which I think PLA is still better because the accessibility was just higher.
Yeah.
But at least the idea is there. But man, I just want to customize the guy after a point.
Yeah. Like, the cool thing about PLA is that it doesn't require you to be an end game to get to that customization.
Exactly.
Everybody starts off at the same point, and then you train them as you play through the game.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It's like, well, this guy has bad IVs. This guy has good IVs. This guy's got a bad nature. This guy's got a good... It was like, okay. Like, I appreciate that because it makes every Pokemon feel special.
Right, yeah.
In, like, a standard playthrough. But I also want to use my friends in my team.
Exactly.
And I can't do that in most games. I have to create a new team of friendos.
Also, the evolutionary thing was better in PLA because you could activate it at any time, no matter the level. It wasn't level dependent.
Yeah, and you didn't have to worry about Everstones and all that nonsense.
And everything just worked like an evolutionary stone. There was no trade evolution, which trade evolution is the worst thing in that entire series.
Trade evolution is a necessary evil for the first few games.
Yeah.
It's not necessary in any game with the internet.
No. Because trading still has a good place for getting guys that maybe you can't get or just don't show up in your game. Also about that, they should eliminate that whole 2-game format and just make some guys show up more than others. Like balance out, like, I guess the availability.
Yeah.
So maybe you caught a hard guy, kind of like how shinies are handled. Like maybe a guy is just rarer than usual, and some guy caught that guy before you did, but you caught a guy before they did. And that's how you trade.
Yeah. Like, trading, like, I appreciate the idea of trading, especially in, like, the older games where it's like, well, we're going to use this as an excuse to sell link cables.
Right, yeah.
Remember link cables?
I remember, yeah.
Remember the most terrible accessory to exist on anything whatsoever?
Yeah.
Oh, what a mess those were. I loved it.
I love that they're an item in PLA.
Yeah.
So good.
You know what they took that from? Mystery Dungeon, baby.
Oh, I did not know that.
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Because you're not going to be able to get trade evolutions in Mystery Dungeon.
Right.
So how do we deal with the trade evolutions? Well, what if we just have an item called the link cable?
That's rad. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's rad.
But as it stands,
yeah,
Pokemon is so deep in the gutter that Pal World, the meme Pokemon with guns, 8 million copies.
8
million. Granted, it's not selling at $60. So if it wanted to make as much money as Pokemon, they would have to sell about 3 times as much, 2.5 times as much. But 8 million?
But the numbers, though. 8 million.
8 million is a lot of copies for any game.
Yeah, it is.
8 million is how many Bloodborne sold.
Yeah. Like, this is what I would expect. If someone told me something was Game of the Year, this is around what I would expect a Game of the Year game to be in terms of sales. Like
it is.
Yeah.
It's how much Baldur's Gate 3 sold.
Yeah, fair. And the fact, from what I've seen, as people play, the amount of depth is surprising.
Yeah.
Because if you catch a higher level guy than you are, that guy will then scale down to what is appropriate for you.
Oh.
Therefore, that whole bad system of the guy not listening to you is completely eliminated.
That's interesting.
Which I like more. Because it does curve. It
encourages you to go out and explore a little bit more.
Yeah, without fear. And it still rewards you by allowing you to catch the guy. And you can still use the guy, but he's just weaker than what you initially encountered him as.
Yeah.
But you can get him back up to that as you grow with him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all good. It still makes for an excellent experience. And then you can ride most of them.
Which is based and cool.
And they're your guy. And the birds work on a stamina system. So you're flying. You can just... Flying is regular, but then to get up to higher heights, it takes a little bit of stamina, which is fine. I think it scales with your stamina because you can also increase the stats of your own character, like the person that you're playing as. Which is nice.
like, I've had zero like thoughts about playing Pal World.
Yeah.
Like, I saw this thing and I completely wrote it off. Oh, it's Pokemon with guns. Whatever. Whatever is whatever. Are we so starved for a good game that we're willing to put 8 million copies into Pal World, dude?
Yes. Yes, we are. And the sad part about it... Oh, go on.
I mean, that's just like that's the whole point of what I want to make.
Yeah. No, we absolutely are.
We have failed to make a good game so consistently that we're just gonna put, what would it be, $30 million into the meme?
Yes.
That's insane.
And now what if this starts defining culture? Like,
Might.
Like, what if this is a Minecraft situation? Because let me remind you, this is a complete game out the box.
Yeah.
It runs very well from what I've been running so far.
But what about the battle pass or the cosmetic store?
All in the game.
Where do I go there?
It's all in there already.
Oh. Well, of course that was going to be in there, but
you just,
but what about the terrible 30-hour grind that I can bypass by spending money?
Doesn't exist.
What do you mean?
This is a product that is.
Yes, it's a product that's going to try to shill $1 billion from my wallet, right?
No.
Oh. What about the battle pass where I have to catch 1 billion pals?
No.
And I get a T-shirt that says that I did it.
No. Not there.
And people bought this game?
I know, right? It's crazy. What about the $30 DLC that is just a town with like a waifu in it, I guess, and a funny baby? That doesn't exist either.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Give that time. DLCs take time. The game just came out, dog.
Fair. But I have more faith in their DLC than the first DLC for Pokemon, because that's all that Japanese town was. With Ogre
Why?
I don't.
We have an entire game set in Spain.
I don't know.
Why did they go back to Japan?
I don't.
We just did Japan.
Because we need to tell the legend of Momotaro.
No, we don't.
Ridiculous.
We just did an entire game involving feudal Japan.
We need to do it again.
It's Spain.
But see,
do you know what would have made me buy? You know what would have made me buy a Pokemon DLC based in Spain?
What?
Instead of in a town, put it on a boat.
Yeah.
And just sail this. I want to see Pokemon on the on the sea. I want to fish a Magikarp in the Indian Ocean while I be attacked by Team Wind.
But Zakk, that's Blueberry Academy. That's the other DLC where you're in a school again on the water. I love they're so obsessed with school with this. This is crazy. I hate it. I hate it so much.
So we decided to go to Spain.
Yeah.
One of the most culture-rich places on Earth.
Yes.
And what we decided to do was Japantown.
Yes.
And anime school.
Yes. Hogwarts and then Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. More importantly, because Hogwarts is the base game and then Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is the DLC. Yes.
Why is there not This is the Spain game, right?
Yes.
Why is there not a single NPC attacking a windmill and failing miserably?
Because Don Quixote does not belong in Pokemon, apparently, only in One Piece. I'm sorry.
Why is there not a Pokemon who is a donkey in shoddy armor that is the natural rival to Tinkaton?
Nope. Because it's...
And we can call it Hote.
That'd be hot, but no. No Sancho Panza, no Don Quixote, nothing. You get nothing, sir. Nothing. Tinkaton is too busy fighting a metal bird named Corviknight from England.
Because you know, I don't know if you've ever heard of Don Quixote de la Mancha. It might be the most influential piece of fiction ever written.
It might be, yes, but no.
It's kind of a big deal.
Zachary, are you familiar with a painter by the name of Salvador Dali?
I may have heard the name.
Do you know where he's from, by chance?
Oh, Japan? Perhaps?
Maybe, I don't know. He's from Spain. We could have had a giant tall elephant. We could have had a melting clock Pokemon. Anything. Like, I actually don't get it. We only have one wearing a sombrero, and it's an alligator that's like an egg in a nest, which is going off the rails, but okay, whatever. But, like, there is no Spain in this Spanish game.
There's windmills every once in a while. How exciting.
And they're the bad ones, the bad new age ones, not the old timey cool ones that you can live in. Not that.
Yeah.
Not the ones you find in Tekken. Not that, no.
Yeah, they're windmills built for generating power, not for grinding wheat into flour. And that's a very important distinction.
But
we have had 2 games in a row. 2 mainline Pokemon games. One that takes place in England and one that takes place in Spain. And not a single reference to boats?
No. Also, I love how you can sit down with your Pokemon at a picnic and have a nice sandwich in Spain.
In Spain.
No tacos. None.
Quesadillas.
Oh, chimichangas.
Rice and beans?
Rice and beans. Bro, I'll go for some rice and beans right now. Goodness.
29 authentic Spanish dishes you need to try at least one. Oh no, it wants me to disable ad blocker. Paella?
Oh. Mind you, we have a harvest Pokemon in Gen 9 that's grass and normal. That's based off of olives, but you can't get olive oil from it.
Pink Joseph. Chia. Oh, my chia and sausage. Oh.
Oh. What? Oh.
Pan con tomate. Tomatoes on bread. There we go. There's our entire inspiration.
Boom, baby, we found it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
All right, this
I can't.
29 authentic Spanish dishes you need to try at least once. This might be a hack of a website. Number 27, ham.
Oh, well, that's
thanks. Just ham.
That's where Pokemon got their inspiration from. There's ham and Scarlet and Violet, so there you go.
Tart de Santiago. Oh, that looks.
Oh.
Oh, gazpacho.
Yo! Oh,
Diggity dude, why is there not salsa anywhere in this game?
we got mayo.
I'm so glad.
So glad there's mayo. What would we do without it?
Like, Spain is a culture of food.
Yes.
A culture of food.
Not here. Sandwich. Oh, by the way, even though you can butcher pals in Power World, they have a variety of different foods you can cook. It's almost like a full, you know that Pokemon Cafe game? It's kind of like that. It's got like all these, or not like that, more like Breath of the Wild. It's got as much food as Breath of the Wild.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet should have taken Breath of the Wild's entire food system.
Yes, the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Also,
Diggity dude, you need food in Spain.
Yes.
And not sandwiches.
Not sandwiches. And then the fact that you have a Pokemon who is just olives, you can't get olive oil from it. It's so stupid. It's just stupid.
You can't put oil and vinegar on your sandwich even. Oh,
you have to buy them.
Oh.
Because, I mean, even though there's a salt mountain you can catch and an olive tree you can catch, these two things can't come together to give you olive oil and salt.
Ingredients.
Yes.
Yeah. Imagine.
Like, Garganackle, can you just rub your fingers together in this bowl for me?
No.
Exactly.
Cheating. Die, cheater.
He's a big mountain of salt.
I love Garganackle. He's awesome.
He's my favorite. He's my absolute favorite.
That's the problem with Pokemon, because there's stuff that I love.
Yes.
Dude, Dondozo is amazing. Why was Dondozo not in the Europe game?
Also, he's a sushi chef. Yeah, he can't cook for me. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Why is there sushi
in Spain?
In Spain?
The chef and the actual sushi roll. Ridiculous. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And neither one can cook for you. Abysmal.
Yeah.
And don't give me this nonsense. How can the fish cook? It's a fantasy game. Why not? Why can't he cook?
He can't cook because they didn't have time to design that very small thing that could have happened. You can't walk into a store and have a man cooking with a Dondozo because you can't walk into a store in those games.
Oh, you can't. That's right. There's no interior. There's just a menu. Oh, Lord. I forgot. Oh, no. My brain. They didn't model interiors. I forgot about that.
I sure am glad that their depiction of Spain is having sock stores everywhere.
Goodness gracious.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Because when I go to Spain, I sure can't wait to visit the Dolphin Emporium.
Oh.
Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing? Also, why is okay, well, I'm not even going to touch. I get the starters. I get why they're here. They're carnival themed. That's the most Spanish thing about this game.
Yeah.
We have our singer, our magician, and our flamenco dancer. That's fine. I'm not going to be bothered with that. However, Cinderace is a weird one.
I think Cinderace makes sense for the game he's in.
Yeah, and that's why I'm on the fence, because it makes sense for England, but also Brazil and Spain play soccer. That's the world sport, so it's fine.
I mean, what's most important about Cinderace is that it's less about being in England, and it's more about having the arena aesthetic of the game.
Right.
And that's why the starters all have to do with being in an arena. a drummer. So you could have like the halftime show in a big arena where the acoustics are great. You can have the football player, and then you have John Wilkes Booth sneaking up behind Lincoln, I guess.
The assassin. The assassin who sneaks into the auditorium to take the shot. Oh my God. Ridiculous.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
And I like how he's the worst one. He's 007. Which, like, why though?
At least that's trying.
Yeah.
At least they tried to incorporate any element of British culture into the game. 007 is in the game. Punk rock is in the game. Arenas and soccer is in the game. Come on, England, go some goals.
Exactly.
Like, it's making an attempt. It's not a great attempt, but it's an attempt.
Yes.
Why are there more pirates in Hoenn than in Spain?
It makes no sense. Why isn't Blackbeard here?
Like, Blackbeard was English, but
I don't care.
Should have been in the England game.
Yeah. Also, you can ride a giant alpaca in Power World. And he's a boss enemy. And he's the king of all the alpacas. And he body slams his opponents to death. He's like great. That. Me too.
That's got soul.
Also, speaking about grass Pokemon giving you seeds, every grass thing you encounter in Power World gives you a seed for your plantations.
Awesome.
It just like slings its weird like neck around and seeds fly out. And yeah. And there's also a panda. There's like a panda, right? That's a grass type with a leaf on its head. And I was confused about it at first, but I saw a video about it. You can ride on the panda. It's not a flying guy, but its leaf is like a weird propeller. So as you're riding on it, it'll just like float down like a dandelion and then pull out a rocket launcher and blow things up. Oh, he's typing. What'd you find?
Nah, my buddy was talking about Yakuza 8.
Oh, lordy.
A VTuber canceled Kiryu Kazuma, his most powerful enemy, something he could never truly understand. Oh, wait, no, they canceled Ichiban. Never mind.
No!
My boy!
Not Ichiban! I like him a lot. Oh.
Kiryu got canceled so hard he faked his own death. It's about right.
Crazy.
But anyway, Pal World.
Yeah, also you can get this giant mammoth that you can ride and mount a machine gun to. This giant grass mammoth. It's incredible. And I think you can put armor on them.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Being able to accessorize makes sense. Like, it gives them personality. We're in a 3D space, and the thing about Pokemon is that it has not utilized the 3D space at all.
No, we're still in 1996, baby.
Yeah. You know what the best thing about a 3D model is?
Yeah.
You can size a hat to fit any of them.
Any of them.
Any of them.
And put it anywhere.
Do you know how much good it would do for the games if you could put a hat on Bulbasaur?
Yes. You know how... Go on.
just
like have them wear the items. Like Rocky helmet, have them wear the funny helmet with the rocks in it.
Yeah.
Choice scarf, you can put a scarf on anything.
That'd be awesome.
What's the other one? Oh yeah, and Life Orb can be a necklace. Life Orb can be an earring. Life Orb can be a Anything. It could be a choker. It could be whatever you want it to be. Just put the ball in something and put it around its neck or around its tail. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can make Choice Band a cool bracelet. You know, it's strange.
And yet we're still living in 2D.
Yeah, basically. It wasn't until recently that the birds had landing animations. Because
landing animations.
Yes.
It took 3 generations to get that.
To get it back, because they had it before. Then they took it out when they added Sky Battles, left it out all the way up until Generation 8, and then put them back in, like, I think, when PLA came out.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Like, Pokemon should have never gone 3D, is the problem. Because it's only made the games bad.
Yeah.
Like, these guys clearly know how to make 2D games.
Yeah.
It doesn't destroy the system that it's on when they're making them. And they knew how to make appealing gestures and animations out of sprite art.
Yes.
They can't do that with 3D models because they don't know what they're doing. And they can't take advantage of a 3D space by having like cool new unique ideas that can only happen in 3D because they're still too busy trying to put landing animations on Charizard.
And here's the point of contention. You know how there are a bunch of fan arts about how people say, I wonder what Charizard would look like as a water type. Power World has that. The yellow guy I'm showing on screen now, there are variations of him if you breed him with a grass type, and he could be a grass version of this guy.
Yeah.
You know how long people have wanted that? Just simple variations on guys. And they do have shinies in Power World, but the shinies in Power World are like the alphas in PLA. They're just bigger.
Yeah.
They're bigger with better overworld statistics. Like they work harder, which I would rather that, honestly. Because that's a distinction. That's a better distinction because the problem with shiny is that most of them look terrible.
Yeah.
You only get
You want to talk about AI generated art? Oof. Oh my god.
Oof. And it's literally AI generated art. Because there's a number calculated to determine the color palette of a shiny.
Yeah. And it's terrible.
It's bad. Most of them are. Like, the best ones are when they become black, for the most part. And otherwise, like, Blastoise looks crazy. He looks terrible.
Diggity dog, you had the amazing thought to make Nidoking blue. And then you made Nidoqueen green.
Green and pink. Wow.
Why?
That's incredible.
Why?
That's why it's so soulless, because the machine is doing it.
Yeah.
I love my Pikachu and my slightly darker Pikachu.
Yeah.
Or a Clefable. Go on.
Garchomp.
Yeah. Slightly darker navy blue. My favorite. Well, and people, or like, no, green Deoxys. Ew.
Let me look it up.
Lime green Deoxys.
Yeah.
Lime, a big lime. It's awful, and it's for all forms, and he looks terrible.
Yeah.
Green Mewtwo.
You want to know one of the most magical things that has ever happened to me?
What?
I was playing Pokemon Gold.
Yeah.
And I happened to stumble upon a Caterpie.
Yeah.
That looked really weird. I couldn't explain it. I was like, what on earth is this thing? I thought the game glitched out. I was like, that's weird. So I thought it was like a Missingno situation. I was like, oh, I think I just like broke the game somehow. That's crazy. So I threw a Pokeball and I caught it. and I raised it. And it evolved into the pink Butterfree.
Yes.
From the show.
Yes.
Brother.
Yes.
That was the most hype thing that's ever happened to me.
It's amazing.
I got the pink Butterfree. Oh my God.
And that's what the game's about. Those types of moments.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if that is... I do not know if that is, like, generated, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they were doing that in Gen 2.
Yeah.
But, man, Pink Butterfree was so good.
It's incredible.
Why can't every shiny be like that?
Because there's no artistry. There's none. Because I tell you, well, I have a funny story as well. I open up Black and White or Pokemon White for the first time, right? First time out in the grass, I encounter a shiny Patrat.
Yeah.
It was a great time because, I mean, I'm older. I was a little older back then. I knew what shinies were. But the point was, I got this incredible thing my first time in the grass. Oh, he's precious. Look at I see what you said.
It's so good.
She's so pretty.
Hey,
oh.
Let me, if I can, this one. Look what they did.
I'll put that away. Ew. Goodness.
Come on!
Brother. Awesome.
It looks so bad now.
It looks terrible.
Shiny Butterfree looks abysmal in 3D.
Also, I think, okay, well, to finish my story, first of all, I got, first of all, it was a trap, so I'm already lost. Second of all, it looks terrible, so I've lost again. So, like, even though I had this very cool and amazing moment, it's ruined by getting a terrible guy who doesn't do anything, and he's ugly. Because there was no artistry in creating him in the first place. And this is in Gen 5. So, I don't know. But you go.
I'm just looking at stuff.
But a thing I think they should have done when it went 3D. You remember the very nice and cool watercolor that Ken Sugimori's art style was based in?
Yeah.
They should have textured them like that.
Yeah.
Because that would have added...
What they should have done, if you're going to make it 3D, make it cel-shaded, make it look like the anime.
Right.
Like, what do we do? Like, why doesn't Pokemon look like the anime yet?
It doesn't. And then, you know what's...
This is a multimedia franchise.
Yes.
Shouldn't we be trying to make it all look the same?
We should. It's crazy that some of the card art is better than the 3D models in the game. Like, you know when they do the claymation stuff for the cards?
Mm-hmm.
That looks amazing. And then what makes it worse is that there was a fan game recently. You remember how the original art for Red and Blue looked?
Yeah.
Somebody did that in 3D.
That sounds horrifying because the art in Red and Blue...
No, it's amazing. I swear.
Are you sure?
Wait, let me see if I can find it.
Are you sure? Because the art in Red and Blue is very scuffed.
I mean, well...
I love it, but it's very scuffed. Pokemon Red, Blue, 3D. Old school Pokemon in 3D. Oh, dude.
See it?
Oh my god.
It's amazing.
It looks like the concept art.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
I would want that. I would want that game. That looks awesome.
That's what I'm saying, dog. That's what it should be.
Yeah, you could do it like that. Like, stylize this. Do something.
Do anything. Man, I want to put that on screen.
Yeah, because that looks great.
Copy. F. Yeah. Look at that. Fantastic.
Amazing. Yeah, that's pretty soulful.
That's amazing.
I like that a lot.
Oh, I see. That's what I'm talking about. See how I like the Caterpie's watercolor?
Yeah.
Yeah. The grass.
Like, you could do it like that. Or you could make the colors pop a little bit more and make it look like the anime too.
Yeah, true.
Because that's going to convince more people to play the games that watch the anime. Now, granted, everybody that watches the anime probably plays the games anyway. I would think. Because 20 million people buy the games.
True. Or here's a thought. Instead of shinies, have concept art guys as 3D models done this way.
Would be cool. Would be cool.
Or like, back in the day, there was this old rumor that there were going to be black and white Pokemon you can catch.
Albino, that sounds fun.
Like they're from the manga or something. Oh my goodness.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Just take color out of it completely. And then, yeah, you have an albino.
Having to roll the dice to see if your shiny is good sucks.
It's terrible.
Like, I don't think that the way the Pal World does it is particularly great.
It's not like optimal, but it's better.
It's better because it's not a roll of the dice. You're going to be excited no matter what you get.
Especially when small dude is big.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what was cool about PLA. Small dude big, huh?
Like, I got a Caterpie in Gen 2.
Yes.
Became Pink Butterfree, was beloved. And then, as all Gen 2 cartridges do, battery died, corrupted the save.
Oh,
lost my boy.
No.
Is what is. At least I didn't see them make the transfer to 3D. I would not have been able to take that.
No.
But I got a Tangela then in Gen 5.
Yeah.
And then that was the last shiny I caught until BDSP.
Oh, wow. Oh, you got BDS. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't purchase it. I got it as a gift.
Oh.
But so I found a Geodude in Diamond and Pearl. In Diamond. It exploded.
What do you mean?
So it blew up. It used self-destruct.
Oh no.
So I didn't get that.
Man.
And then I started playing Pokemon very seriously. I started putting hundreds and thousands of hours into these games, right?
Yeah.
I started doing the breeding. I straight up bred. I filled every single box that I had with Skarmories. 3 separate times.
That's sick.
Didn't get them.
Oh.
Didn't find a single shiny in Sun and Moon. Didn't find a single shiny in... What's it called? What was the game after that? Sword and Shield?
Yeah, Sword and Shield.
Didn't find a single one...
PLA?
Oh, no. No, I found plenty of PLA.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah.
But BDSP broke the streak. So I went through 3 entire games, about 10 years. Didn't find any in Oros.
Oh,
except for... No, didn't find any in Oros.
Oh.
Terrible drought.
Yeah.
Hundreds of hours. Maybe thousands of hours. Nothing. I finally broke my streak. I can finally say that I've caught a shiny in a modern 3D Pokemon game.
Oh.
It was Bidoof.
Well. Oh. Well. That's how it is.
I'm so glad that I got a slightly diarrhea brown Bidoof.
Very good.
You know the worst part about that is?
What?
It was in the same route as the Pokemon that I was trying to catch.
Ah, bruh.
I was looking for a Meditite. And Medicham is my favorite shiny.
Oh, because blue. Yeah, Medicham's great.
Blue Medicham looks clean.
It do.
Thanks, Pokemon.
Thank you, Pokemans.
Meanwhile, my brother's like a professional shiny hunter, so...
But that's something.
My brother's caught like 60 shinies, I think.
That's crazy. Wow.
But I like that Palward has like a mechanical reason to get them, right?
Yeah. And it's cool.
It's cool.
And apparently all of the pals have different efficiencies for how they work. Like work on stuff. Because they can even craft items for you. They can craft your items. They can mine your gold.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You can have all this set up at a base camp. It's incredible. It's simply incredible. I don't have much bad to say about it so far. I'm sure more will come up as I actually like get into it and play it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have favorites. Also, they have their own Salazzle that canonically really likes humans.
Oh, I saw that.
I was shocked.
It's number 69 in the Dex.
Oh no! Wow. I mean, they're really going for it.
Like, sure, why not? You know, if you're gonna appeal to thirst, appeal to thirst.
Yeah, don't.
Pokemon's been doing it for generations.
They have been.
Temtem didn't even try.
No, because they couldn't hack it, which is sad. They should have though, but.
Oh, Temtem.
Oh, you got a story about Temtem though. Tell me.
I mean, shoot. We are so starved for good Pokemon content. We were willing to put 500 copies down for Temtem.
Yeah.
Which was trash.
I saw nothing good about that when it came out.
It is so derivative and safe and boring. There's a couple things that it does well.
Yeah.
I don't like the creatures.
Me neither.
Particularly.
I didn't like any one of them.
I don't like I connected to like one creature called Kinu, which is cool. Kinu, if you want to look him up, because he's cool.
Kinu?
Kinu.
I
think it's Kinu. Yeah. Little green boy.
Oh, he's cool. All right.
Yeah. He has a shiny too. Which is yellow and based and cool. Kinu was good.
Yeah.
Kinu was like a support tab too, so. There's two things that I like about Temtem. Everything is a double battle.
Yeah.
Just like with Pokemon Coliseum.
Right.
And it had the best co-op experience that I've ever had in a game like.
Where?
Getting to play co-op with my brother through Temtem was cool.
Yeah.
Carried me through that experience. problem with Temtem is that the Tems are not very memorable.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them are very boring.
Yeah.
The game has a difficulty curve that is like constantly difficult.
Oh, weird.
It's trying to be Elden Ring or something.
Huh.
And the game is very long.
Which is surprising. Just given...
It's long to its detriment. Like I spent like 30 hours in a single map.
Really? 30 hours?
And by the end of that map, I was like, I'm still here! Ah! I was screaming! I wanted sweet release! I hated it!
What did it have you do?
It was just a big map. And you had to go and do a whole bunch of story nonsense.
Ew!
And it was like the abyss part where you get separated from your Temtem and you have to sneak around with rental Temtem. Cool idea. Executed poorly because it goes on for too long.
And then at that point, well, these rental Tim are my Tim now.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
And then you have to go and explore a whole bunch of different places, gather evidence, find people, talk to people, bring the evidence back. It's like, stop!
On that note, quick intermission as I have to do a number one.
Me too.
All right, I'll just leave it going. Hello, everyone. I have returned. Am I the only one here? Yes, I am. So, sorry about the intermission. To anyone listening. Da 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 da. Ba 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 da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da.
And I'm back.
I'm back too. So,
Yeah, this Pokemon, the watercolor Pokemon look,
yes.
you know what that reminds me of?
Huh?
They actually did that.
Oh.
It was a game that I didn't buy,
Oh.
unfortunately. Let me see. Image link. This is from the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team remake.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh yeah, on the Switch. Yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. The only reason I didn't buy that is because it was more expensive than the original game.
Yeah,
And I'm not spending that.
but it does.
As much as I would love to see a resurgence of Mystery Dungeon because it is brilliant.
Yeah.
I can't do it that way. I'm sorry.
It's weird that they don't really utilize the franchise as much as they should.
I mean, it's one of the most impactful franchises of all time.
Because, like, even like on the Switch, you have the base games, right? You have Pokemon Snap 2, which after 20 years, okay. And this, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Pokken, which Pokken is another missed opportunity.
I wish that Pokken would have gotten more support. Pokken was kind of based.
It was very based. So,
I would have loved to see Pokken at EVO.
I think it was there one year, like way back.
Maybe.
And it was like a side tournament. It wasn't on the main stage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shajin Park was like big into Pokken as well. Shajin Park is the guy who notoriously used Pachirisu in World Tournament.
Oh yeah,
Made that popular.
Yes, yes.
I think he came in as like a Suicune man or something like that.
And what's worse, go on.
Pokken was cool. I played a lot of it.
Me too. I loved Pokken. And I bought it twice. I have it on the Wii U and the Switch.
I need to get it on the Switch. I'd love to play that.
Because it's pretty. I need to get a capture card. Maybe we can play a match against one another.
That'd be sick.
But yeah, that was a good game. Weird roster, admittedly.
I like the weird roster. It's one of my favorite parts of it.
Yeah, it was a good roster though.
Yeah. I mean, any roster that is comfortable enough to put Chandelure as a fighting game character.
True. Also, the only fighting game with the balls enough to put Blastoise in there, which I don't know why we avoid that so much.
Well, it took a while for them to put Blastoise in there.
Yeah, because it was in the arcade version, and then they put it in the Switch version.
Is Venusaur in there?
No.
Bad game. They put Charizard in there at the start. They put Blastoise in there, and they scrimped out on my boy Venusaur?
Only one quadruped allowed.
Unfortunate.
They do have Decidueye, who is sick.
Who is sick? Like, all of the major ones are obviously there, right? Like, you have Charizard, Pikachu, you got Gengar, Mewtwo,
Lucario,
Gardevoir, Blaziken. But then you have, like, not so obvious ones. Like, Machamp needs to be the front runner of this game, and I'm glad that he's like the foremost grappler because he's sick.
He is sick. They got.
Let me look at Pokken roster.
Toxicroak is in it. No, Krogunk.
Toxicroak.
Krogunk, excuse me. Krogunk.
Just Krogunk?
Yeah, just the pre-evolved one.
Is he a playable character?
Yes.
Yo, Aegislash is a playable character?
Yeah, he's
actually
cool.
That makes sense if you want to have a stance character.
Yeah, he's sick. Darkrai's in it. Which Darkrai's a weird one.
Yeah, Aegislash, Blaziken. That is funny. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they are. They do.
They put Braixen in there, but not Delphox. Like, come on.
A better design, actually. Because Braxton's crazy. I love Braxton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Krogunk.
Yeah,
Krogunk is a weird one.
He is. I love him though. He's funny.
Yeah, I like that choice. I think I would have preferred like Scrafty, but I like Krogunk.
Now I have another Pokemon fighting game for you. Have you heard of Close Combat?
Close Combat.
It's a fan game. It's a fan game with only fighting Pokemon in it.
Oh, I've seen this.
It's kind of sick.
2D fighter?
Because they have Primeape as the main guy. Because they go by generations.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think they've started to break it up because they reached their maximum amount for generations. So it's Primeape, Blaziken. Who's from Gen 2?
My boy Heracross.
Heracross, yes.
I'm pretty sure the only fighting types in Gen 2 are Heracross and Hitmontop.
Yes, true. Oh, and Tyrogue, technically, I guess.
Yeah.
Gen 4, drawing a blank. Who was for Gen 4 in that game? Let me look it up.
Oh, let me think. Gen 4 is Toxicroak.
Yeah, Toxicroak, yep. He's in it.
Toxicroak, Lucario. I feel like I'm missing someone. Gen 5 had a crazy amount, I know that.
Gen 5's roster choice is actually Minshao, which is amazing.
Yeah, Minshao's awesome. The fact that Phalanx is in here as a puppet character is sick.
It's so cool. And then they chose Great Tusk.
They put Wobbuffet in the... Oh, and Wobbuffet's the...
Yeah, the test dummy.
The decoy doll.
They have, what's his name from Gen 7? The big bear thing.
Beware.
Beware for Gen 7.
Beware is cool.
Beware is very cool. They got Beware. They got Great Tusk from Gen 9.
Yeah, they put Galarian Zapdos in, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, that was the new one. Yep, from Gen 8. They just put him in there. Oh, I love that. That's so cool.
Seeing Zapdos like this, I suddenly like Zapdos a lot.
Me too. One of the few good things that Gen 8 did do.
I still prefer regular Zapdos.
Fair.
Because I love the idea of having this bird that controls the storms in the skies, dude. And then they put him on the ground. Why? Why?
One thing I will say that neither Pokken or Close Combat do, neither of them use Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee.
Yeah?
Which I find so weird.
I mean, it feels like Close Combat wants to give love to, like, lesser known. Like, if you put Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan in, that means you're probably not going to have Primeape. And Primeape is based and cool.
Primeape is based and cool. Hey, you know what? If you have Primeape, there's always a chance you can have an Akuma character and have Annihilape.
Yeah.
Oh, I want that. Ooh. Oh, that's sick. Ooh.
Have a Annihilape, except his whole thing is that he does more damage the lower health he is.
Yes. Also, forgot to mention, they have Chestnut with Chespin.
Yeah, Chestnut is sick.
And
Chestnut is a good choice.
With the little baby on his back, that's amazing. Oh yeah, Chespin and Chestnut, baby. Yeah, boy. Oh yeah, we like that. We like that a lot.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I just saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Close Combat's cool.
And Donphan is my favorite Pokemon from Gen 2, so I was very happy to see him in here.
They put Donphan?
Yeah, I mean, well, the Great Tusk.
Well, Great Tusk, yeah. I love Donphan.
Me too. I love Donphan. Wait, Poliwrath is coming?
Based?
Apparently so, yeah. Poliwrath. About time. No one uses Poliwrath. That's crazy.
I love Poliwrath.
Me too. Oh, he's a Battletoad. I love him. See the link.
So I say I cheese the ever-loving crap out of Lance with Poliwrath.
Oh, that's so cool.
Because my boy has Hypnosis, and Lance can only use Barrier against him.
Uh-huh.
Because Gen 1 is Gen 1.
Shank and based.
We love Gen 1.
We love Gen 1. So yeah, I'm trying to think, is there any more? Oh, well, I'll have more as I play more. How does this play? Colorado dives into battle. Well-rounded is certainly a good term to describe the newest and...
Because he's a ball.
Yes.
Well-rounded.
Oh. With unique mechanics, including a stacking buff that increases the power of its fist attacks. An extra tip for all those trainers looking for a good night's rest. Our top investigators report that gazing at its belly for a few minutes is an excellent sleep aid. All glory to the frog Hypnotoad. That's funny. That's good stuff. I like that. So
I love Poliwrath.
He's a boosting character. Like, I guess kind of like how Zangief is in Street Fighter 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like Gohan and Fighters are...
True. Man.
I mean, leave it to the... Bringing it back to Temtem.
Yeah.
Or not Temtem, Pal World.
Yeah.
Leave it to the inspired fans, I guess, to make good stuff.
Really, yeah.
The most fun with Pokemon stuff that I've had in recent memory is A, replaying the old games, but that's mostly nostalgia. But B, it's playing ROM hacks.
Yeah.
Playing like Pokemon Unbound, Pokemon Uranium. What else did I do? Like Pokemon Roguelike is like...
Yeah, that was big.
Pokemon Roguelike is like boiling down the game to its base components and just doing that. And it's good. And I like it. And it's pretty fun.
Because I think what a lot of... exclusively the Pokemon Company doesn't really get, from what I'm seeing, is catching is half the fun of them.
Yeah.
All the mechanics should be revolved around catching. That's why PLA is such a standout.
Yeah.
And then you should have more, because, okay, the one thing I like about Power World is that at least the guys that are sitting in your boxes can be out doing stuff. Instead of just sitting in your boxes, they can be out in other bases gathering materials.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted, in a weird sort of, I guess, Frankenstein's monster sort of way, if this was Pokemon, you could send a group of Pokemon out on a mystery dungeon exploration if you wanted to put mystery dungeon in the main game.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Could you imagine if you, like, cross-promoted them?
Oh, that'd be sick.
Where you could play Mystery Dungeon, and Mystery Dungeon had this really neat mechanic where if you died in a dungeon, you could link cable or Wi-Fi connect up to a friend who had the game.
Yeah.
And they could come in and they could do a dungeon. They could go into the dungeon that you just went into and rescue you.
That's hot. Hence the name of the game.
Yeah, like they could actually come in and... Because there are rescue missions, right?
Right, yeah.
Where you have to get to a certain floor and then you find a guy and be like, all right, we're going to get you out of here. And then they get out of there. So if you're willing to wait, you could let your friends come in, rescue you, and then you won't lose all your stuff upon dying.
Makes a lot of sense.
Imagine a mechanic where you die in Mystery Dungeon, and then you go into your Pokemon game.
Yeah.
And they just have a system where you could send out Pokemon into your Mystery Dungeon to go and save the guys that just died.
That's perfect.
Right?
Because why can't all the games that are out at the same time kind of link with one another?
Yeah.
And that kind of makes you feel better as a consumer that you've bought a product that can now work with the same product that you just bought.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It's all what's the word for it? Speculative?
Secular? Not secular.
Circular?
It all links together.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
It's all circular.
Circular, yes. It makes sense. Like how Pokemon Stadium would work with a lot of the stuff in the main game.
Like, you could go into the mini games of Pokemon Stadium and your Caesar is cutting the logs. That's sick.
I love that story. I love it every time. I'm crying. Tearing up.
Like, it's only small stuff like that you have to do.
Yeah.
But we don't have the time, the money, or the care to do it. And this is typically where we get, like, the good Pokemon clones versus the bad Pokemon clones.
Yeah.
The bad Pokemon clones just really, really want to be Pokemon. Like, they really want to be Pokemon. Like, this was just a Pokemon ROM hack.
Yeah.
And we changed a few of the names around. And there you go. It's a Pokemon clone.
And we focused only on battling.
Mm-hmm.
And catching, kind of.
Like, Koromon. Have you heard of Koromon?
I have not, actually.
It's a game on the Switch. It's trash!
Oh, wow.
Koromon was the worst of them. Like, I didn't like Temtem a whole lot, but Koromon was terrible.
How do you spell that?
Coromon.
I was looking at the Digimon named Koromon. Oh, this! I remember this. Oh, these look bad, actually.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, this is dookie. Wow. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy.
Bad game. And it's one of the things that you kind of get into when you're playing these games. Because I can play a Pokemon ROM hack, and I can have a grand old time with it.
Yeah.
Doesn't take itself too seriously. You know, it's still using all these mechanics that I know. It's pretty good. Something like Koromon, something like Temtem, they understand a general appeal to what Pokemon is. Like they try to do it and they get all the surface level details right.
Yeah.
But they just don't understand that Pokemon already exists.
Yeah.
We don't need more Pokemon. Because Pokemon is a very flawed series.
And just copying the flaws doesn't really add anything to the pot.
Well, if you're trying to copy Pokemon verbatim, you are also going to copy the flaws.
Exactly.
Which is why something like Pal World is so interesting. Because it copies the aesthetic, it copies the basic boardroom pitch.
Yeah.
But it does its own thing entirely.
Exactly. And
it's a quote unquote Pokemon clone, but there's like not a whole lot that overlaps with Pokemon except for aesthetics.
Yeah.
But that's what people want. People want this cool aesthetic and then a new game to go with it. That's why PLA was so good.
Yeah. Also, visual and audio cues are great for quality of life in general. Because in Power World, when you capture something, it gives you a % of the initial capture rate. And then a bar will go up, or a ring will go up to tell you if you caught it or not, and it will fill up. And once you've caught it, you have it, and it goes to your party or your box.
Mm-hmm.
Just that alone is good. Because if you're presenting Pokemon as this technologically advanced series, why can't I have a bar or a circle to show me if I've caught the guy or not?
See, I'm going to disagree with that.
Okay, fair.
I think the three shake ball is one of the most impactful and important things that Pokemon has ever done.
Fair.
The absolute amount of tension every single time you throw out a Pokeball with zero knowledge of what's going on with that, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's enthralling. It's exciting. It's tense. Because you don't know if it's going to catch. You don't know what your chances are. You're just throwing out and hoping for the best. And then you see it shake. And you see it shake. And you see it shake. You're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And it pops out. You're like, ah!
True.
Like, it's amazing. It's like, people say that they want health bars in Monster Hunter.
That would ruin
People are wrong.
That is true. No, I agree with that. And I know very little about Monster Hunter, but I get the thrill with that. That is true. Because what would be the point then? Knowing exactly when the monster's going to fall. It erases the attention. No, you're right. Yeah, no.
Like, sometimes a lack of quality of life is for the better.
Fair.
If it is for general game feel.
Yeah.
And it's being able to choose when it's right to do that and when it's wrong to do that is like one of the most important things you can do as a game designer. Like, it probably works really well for Pal World.
Yeah.
It's probably really good for that game, but I don't think it would work for Pokemon.
Fair. Because now it's so intrinsic with Pokemon into its entire game feel.
And it would completely... There's already such a lack of any semblance of tension in those games.
Yeah.
I don't want them to take away more.
One thing I will say I did like that they added in PLA is that when you catch you finally catch the guy, that there's a little celebratory firework that comes out the Pokeball. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's cute.
And I clap like a child when it happens. Like, yay!
I did it!
That's
cool. Cute.
Also, which they part of this from PLA too, legendary guys or like this big tough monster men that are roaming around are treated as boss battles. And they have big old health bars. Which when they did that in PLA, it makes the legendary Pokemon encounter feel so much more impactful.
Yeah. And they tried to do that with Scarlet Violet. Like, unfortunately, half of the boss battles in that game are Team Star. The worst part of the game.
Oh, I recently saw what the big girl looks like without makeup.
Oh, really?
Because they released that in the DLC, and she looks immaculate, and I'm like, y'all character designs are trash. This is actual she's gorgeous. And I'm like, why did you put this kiss makeup on her? She looks horrendous.
Because she's like a punk.
Whatever. At the same time, though, the one with the big boots and the fiery hair
is pretty crazy, yeah. People love her.
She needs to stay in costume, because out of costume, she looks like a nerd.
That's funny.
She looks terrible.
See, now you could say, oh, Pokemon character designers are trash. Have you seen any of the teachers in that game?
That's true. Iris and my
Oh my god!
Why did they make them all uber attractive? That's crazy to me.
It's insane.
Like, the history teacher should not be allowed. The one that sits
and each professor design, oh my god!
Yeah.
Pokemon mommy issues or Pokemon daddy issues, my favorite choice.
True.
Oh god. Like, do you know how many people decided their choice of Scarlet and Violet exclusively based off of the professor design?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
That was my decision too. I was right there with them, because Unga Bunga Cave Woman.
Yeah.
That's up my alley.
I like the blue one, so I got the blue one.
Fair.
Because that's always what I do.
It's, you know what's crazy too? Like, it's weird how the paradox. I like the paradox format.
Yeah.
Like, I've liked Ultra Beasts. This format is not bad. The whole, like, super cool guy gets a random boost when they enter the fight, right?
Yeah.
With Beasts, with the Ultra Beast, it worked like Moxie is after they kill a guy.
Yeah. Beast Boost was crazy.
Yeah.
On a certain Pokemon. Like, Pheromosa Beast Boost, oh my god.
It's amazing. Whereas with the Paradox guys, it's like based on the weather or terrain. Mm-hmm. It's electric terrain or sunny day. I like that mechanic. I think it's great. It is weird that the detriment between cavemen and robots is so vast. Cavemen beat robots like almost
every time.
It's crazy. Because they're only like
robots have two good designs?
Two good designs and two that are good statistically, I think.
I think it's Iron Valiant and...
Right, Guanafar, yeah.
Yeah, Iron Valiant and Iron Hands. Because I like the Hariyama one a lot.
You kind of are right, because it's like...
He's got Rayman hands on Hariyama! That's sick!
That is sick. Because, like, for me, speakingly based on design, Iron Valiant, because I like that they combine Guanafar with get laid. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Iron Hands, because Rayman. Very good point. I like the Delibird one.
Delibird is fun.
I like the Delibird one. I like the Tyranitar one for design purposes, because it brings me back to Gen 5 with that whole Mecha Tyranitar they had.
Yeah.
And in one event, I like that. I like that it became an actual creature. That's cool.
Yeah. I kind of like the Donphan one. I like Metal Wheel.
I'm on the fence about... No, I hate Iron Treads. I'm sorry.
I feel like Iron Treads would be a whole lot better if Miraidon did not exist.
Yeah, Miraidon's crazy. I love Miraidon.
Because we already have a motorcycle Pokemon, and then we're going to have another futuristic wheel Pokemon. Okay. Yeah. Why? It's a little bit redundant.
I would like Iron Treads more if Great Tusk didn't exist.
Yeah. Yeah, the fact that they gave Donphan both is crazy.
Right? And it's weird. The difference is so vast because Great Tusk can do everything in battle. Iron Treads is a tiny baby. It can't do a thing. It's insane.
Yeah.
Great Tusk gets its own signature move.
Oh. He never had a chance.
He gets Headlong Rush. Headlong Rush is just Earthquake, but better.
Oh.
It just kills things.
It just wins.
And then it gets Ice Spinner.
Which is a very good move.
Which is nuts. Like, oh. What?
I am so mad about the state of Hail.
Hail's gone down the tube.
Well, it hasn't.
What?
You have to have anything before you could go down the tubes.
Oh, true.
Dude, the redesign for Hail was necessary. The redesign for Ice makes sense. There is one thing that would make Hail incredible.
What's that?
You gotta take Baxcalibur and give him Snow Warning.
Yeah. Because Abomasnow. Oh.
Abomasnow is terrible.
Also, Chilly Reception is just cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get, like, it does switch you out and it does cause hail. But man, that's such a wasted turn. As opposed to, I put Torkoal out, sun comes. I put Pelipper out, rain comes. And Torkoal...
Right?
And Torkoal and Pelipper aren't even bad. Tyranitar just creates Sandstorm. Tyranitar has never been bad, despite its typing.
Yeah. Like, dude, if you put Baxcalibur in the Tyranitar seat,
Game over.
Ice is good.
Ice is good.
Ice is good.
I would say, too, take that, do what PLA did, and incorporate Frostbite, GG for all special attackers.
Yeah.
And have ice moves inflict frostbite, even physical ones. Could you imagine a physical attacker that could be the bane of special attackers? It would be immaculate.
That'd be good.
Superb. And
remember how game-changing Scald was?
Yes!
Like, oh my god!
Scald just ruined everything. It was immaculate. It was a superb.
I love Scald.
Scald's good. Like, Freeze Dry is a great addition. You need more punch, though.
Yeah.
Freeze Dry is very good. But you need more, because special, like every generation, even you see like on Smogon stuff, a lot of special attackers get banned. And a lot of physical guys get banned. But the special attackers have the problem, I think more so because it encourages like stall. Because it's special, and it encourages stall because they keep turtling up and boosting because this guy is just too strong. However, if you had an effective way of cutting him down, that would solve the problem and bring balance to the game. And then you can have a perfect balance of people who like to stall and people who are more aggressive.
Yeah. And I think this newest generation it's very close.
Yeah, it is.
Right? Like, this newest generation is probably the most offensive generation that I've ever seen.
Collectively, yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
It is.
Like, this is probably the fastest generation ever, if I had to say.
Yeah. Go on. Sorry.
Like, diggity dog. Blissey is no longer OU.
Yeah.
Blissey!
Yeah.
Huh?
And Chansey is barely keeping the fort down.
I'm pretty sure Chansey's also UU.
Oh, wow. Dang.
Tyranitar was in UU.
Yikes.
Like, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Chansey is an RU.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Blissey is in UU.
Not my Evilite boy. Or my Evilite girl, rather. Oh, no.
Yeah. Like, dude.
Oh, I forgot to tell you this. You know Meowscarda?
Uh-huh.
It's officially now the best Protean user. Do you know what it got in the DLC?
What'd it get?
Triple Axle. That's GG. That's it. People have
amazing.
I use it. People have switched U-turn up for triple axle. It goes through everything. You could just mess up dragons for free. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Oh no! And it's the fastest starter. The fastest starter was something like that. The type change shenanigans it can do are immaculate. It's the only Protean user with Play Rough, and the only Protean user with a ice move like that. Cinder Ace could never.
Would you look at that? Our Caledon and OU, baby! I like our Chaladon. I like how they gave Duraludon an evolution.
Yeah, I like it.
He's got to be in... Dude, these stats are so crazy.
Oh no, he's terrible. I hate fighting him. I hate this bridge. It's awful.
I love him.
That big electric attack is crazy in rain.
Are you kidding me? Diggity dog, Darkrai is OU?
Yeah.
Huh?
He can't. You know what's crazy about it? He can't actually hack it anymore.
Yeah.
He can. You can take. He's hard to deal with, but you can take him out because it's just a speed matter. And if you,
I thought Gliscor got banned.
Oh no, he's in there.
Huh?
Gliscor is not a problem anymore.
Yeah, because like stall is just not a thing anymore.
Yeah, it's hard to do stall. Like people, which has made people more obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
Because what they do. Oh, this is a Pokemon stream, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. But
yeah, we're done talking about Pal World. We've done what we are. Now we're talking about what is fun about Pokemon, and then we'll bring it back in Pal World by the end somehow.
What people do, yeah. What people have done, which is kind of underhanded, but they've done it. They make the team up of Pokemon to have the ability Unaware and Pokemon to have the ability Generator.
Yeah.
So they block boosters with Unaware, and they keep switching on and off with guys that have Regenerator.
That's about right.
And that,
I love Stall. I love Stall.
I hate it so much. Oh.
The fact that Dondozo is OU makes me so happy.
He's crazy.
My son!
Dondozo is a threat, which is why I love the slowest, fastest staller. No, the slowest, faster. I can't talk. The slowest, fastest offensive threat in the game. Garganackle.
My man.
Salt Cure is
Salt Cure is crazy.
I love it. And you know what they need to do? This is what makes me think they'll do what PLA did in Gen 10, because they changed Stealth Rock in PLA to what Salt Cure is.
That's pretty good.
In PLA, Stealth Rock is just Salt Cure, and I think that's for the best. Because Stealth Rock as an entry hazard is still the strongest move in the game.
Yeah. It was balanced with spikes.
Yeah.
Because you had to do it multiple turns. One Stealth Rock, 50% off of Charizard? Huh?
And the great thing about spikes and toxic spikes is that you have to layer them up, first of all, like you said, and then flying Pokemon are immune.
Plus we have Pokemon like Lamora, we have Pokemon like the new Samurott, we have Pokemon that can do spikes and toxic spikes, like, outside of just using the move.
And then,
which is cool.
Yeah. And then, too, Pokemon like Glamora or the Dawn fans can use Rapid Spin. Or no, Mortal Spin and Rapid Spin that remove hazards, which is good. And then Poison Pokemon, of course, can absorb toxic spikes, which is also good.
Yeah.
But,
doesn't Poison Point, don't Poison Pokemon, absorb them?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Like, they just pick up the spikes, which is adorable.
Yeah, they just pick them up and throw it in their mouth, yes. That should be an animation. But nope. I'm sorry. This is Pokemon. We can't have animations.
Yeah, animations in my Pokemon game? Are you kidding me?
But funny baby Gengar picking up his Jax is adorable. Oh.
Oh, I'm so happy that my boy Toxapex is still in OU.
Yeah.
Let's go!
I'm not battling you.
I love Toxapex.
I hate Toxapex.
Oh, and I know he sucks.
That's fine. Salt Cure for you, Toxapex.
See, Salt Cure ruins me because all of my favorite Pokemon are like Toxapex and Skarmory and Milotic. Dude, Garganackle is UU.
They're fools. They're fools. It's so funny.
Blaziken is UU.
He always was. People are babies. He always was. Because, like, brother, Azumarill has always existed with Aqua Jet.
Dude.
He's always been there. Yeah.
Garchomp.
You. I know.
Garchomp.
Yeah.
Fell.
Yeah.
Garchomp.
Barry hits everybody, dog. Barry and Ice. Triple Axel is not no joke.
I mean, dude, Gen 6 Garchomp was still OU.
Things have changed.
Things have changed so much.
Even like
Garchomp.
That's crazy too, because even in Gen 7.
Yeah. He was everywhere.
What?
Even in Sword and Shield, he was everywhere.
But now everyone can be a fairy.
Yeah. Like Komodo, I get.
Yeah, well, he was always kind of trashed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but he's my favorite pseudo legendary. I love Komodo.
Six design. Cool. Yeah, he's cool.
He's cool.
He is cool.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Is that Keldeo and UU?
He's kind of trash.
What?
Kind of trash. Kind of bad.
Oh, not Latios.
Latios and Latias. You know what's crazy? Luster Purge became psychic.
Yeah.
His signature move became usable. Latios. And Latias too, because Miss Ball became good.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I'm so sorry. Why is... I guess Melodic was always kind of UU. Melodic is RU, huh?
That's crazy. Because that's still a problem. It's still a threat.
I mean, it's still a threat, but Melodic has no moves.
Fair.
And it's kind of like a one-trick pony, because typically what you want to do with Melodic is throw it out if you expect Intimidators to come out.
Right.
I just love Melodic. They're fun to use.
They're a sick design.
Yeah.
Shout out to all those tryhards using Gyarados. Brother, it's not 2006. Gyarados gets bowled over so hard. I'm so sorry, y'all. A dude was trying to be smart. He terrestrialized his Gyarados into electric, and I just came in with an earthquake and killed it.
Funny.
I'm so sorry. I know it was Earth Power because it was Skeledirge. It was Earth Power, yeah.
Oh, look at my boy Rabambi and you. Rotom Wash.
He never.
In UU?
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, no. That's weird.
Rotom Wash fell. Scizor fell.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's too much fire out here now.
I thought Screamtail was banned.
No, Screamtail's usable.
Huh.
It's annoying.
I thought it got banned to Ubers. It's NU.
It's annoying, but it's not like game changing.
Yeah. It's so weird seeing Garchomp and Poltegeist in the same tier.
Also, Matcha T can now just beat you up.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Sinistcha is UU.
That's not
even OU.
That's not even accurate.
Yep, and there it is.
But like, it's weird because this generation's UU is
you are out of your mind. Ursaluda in UU.
That's what I'm saying. The UU of today is like the OU of old.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, Ursaluda has 140 base attack and 130 base HP.
But it's a finite resource because you have to give it a burn orb. Flame orb, rather.
Yeah? So?
Yeah, but you can stall it out. That's the thing.
How can you stall that out?
Ghost. And being faster than it.
Ground.
Flying.
It's Ghost flying?
Yeah.
One Drifblim?
Well, let me say this. I have managed to survive with Garganackle flying.
That's fair.
Because then you can just wear it down. And then Facade does not do enough damage.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just crazy.
And then
Oh,
again,
not my boy Zapdos. No!
Zapdos is weird.
Zapdos has always been weird. It's always been an OU staple.
Yeah.
Just because it has good typing.
Yeah.
But I guess Ice being better makes Zapdos a very sad boy.
Yeah, Ice is better and more prominent. And in a game of type changing, being Protean ain't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Yeah, battling wise, things are interesting. I would say they could be better. Like Frostbite needs to be a thing. Also, the revamp on Sleep in PLA is very much needed.
Immaculate.
Because Drowsy is way better than Sleep. Sleep is kind of poopy.
Sleep is so good, they had to ban it.
Yeah.
Like, Sleep Clause is a thing.
Yeah.
Which is absurd.
Which is why Drowsy just being like a light confusion is way more appropriate. Because I'd rather it be RNG in that way as opposed to you just don't get to play the game.
Yeah. RNG, do you wake up 3 to 5 turns from now? Awesome.
If you switch out, the timer reset. Too bad.
The only argument that I would have for Sleep is that I would not want to see Drowsy in terms of moves like Rest.
Yeah.
Because Rest is immaculate as a move, and it has its own downside, which is awesome.
It would be interesting if, like, Rest induced a different type of sleep. Like, if it induced normal sleep.
Yeah.
As opposed to Drowsy. If that makes sense.
Or maybe it has a turn to recharge.
Yeah.
Give it, like, the Hyper Beam effect, because that's effectively what Rest is.
True. Yeah, so it's very interesting how things have turned out and how they're still kind of bad. However, in Power World, they're not bad because you can have your fire guy cook for you and make your ingots because he has a flame.
Is that so much to ask?
Yeah. Yeah, apparently it is. And
I've so much to ask.
I've heard rumor. There's another Discord I'm on. This was about a year ago now, but I kind of want to believe it because all the rumors around Nintendo have been coming true. Like the Super Mario RPG rumor I heard 3 years ago, and it finally came true. There's going to be an official Pokemon Showdown app that works like Pokemon Stadium coming out.
Yeah.
Apparently.
So, like... So it's an app on your phone. You can play mini games and play Showdown?
It's like Pokemon Home.
Oh.
So it's like its own thing. It's a game on your Switch.
Oh. Well, that's cool.
And as a Pokemon Showdown type format, but I believe there's also mini games involved. So it's kind of like just having Pokemon Stadium, but for a new generation.
Yeah.
We'll see if that comes true.
My brother told me that Giratina was the worst legendary.
Oh, no.
It's like, diggity dog, this guy is in Ubers constantly.
Giratina's cool.
Giratina rules.
I like him because he's a caterpillar.
I like it because his stats are absurd.
True, they are.
150 HP with 120 defense and special defense?
And Shadow Force breaks through Protect.
Yeah. And he blocks spinners.
Yeah, because Ghost, yeah.
Yeah, like, he's insane. Oh, well.
Beaten down by Shadow Force. Oh, man.
Other Pokemon with strategy. People using Blissey in Ubers?
Bill?
Then why is he in UU?
Because the usage system is kind of janky.
I guess.
Because you can't tell me Quackavall after a few Aqua Steps isn't the most scariest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Because Aqua Step Moxie is nuts.
Hold the phone. What is this?
Oh?
Oh, this is Sun and Moon.
Oh.
Let me see if my boy... Oh. Giratina not here? Oh, wait, nope, there he is. Okay.
Oof.
Oh, it's Fluttermane who's the problem.
Yeah, no, he is the problem. Another caveman.
Oh, come on. You cannot put a Spothred in Ubers.
Oh, no, that is a problem. And Spothred is a problem. You want to know why it's a problem?
Speed boost.
Yeah, and plus stored power.
Mm-hmm.
So, a free stored power boost every turn.
Yeah, that's based.
It is based. No,
Let me use them.
Yeah, true. Because you could just kill it with
do you want? I was about to say, you want to know the? Would you like a counter argument to that? Base 60 defense and special defense.
True, and I have a 2-word solution as well. Sucker punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Being dark type and sucker punch. So I don't know.
Good lord, there's so many ways that you could fight against that. But Tyranitar is still one of the most used Pokemon in the game. This ain't doing nothing to Tyranitar.
But this is Smogon people, Zakk. They don't understand anything.
I guess.
Banned Blaziken for like a decade. Ridiculous.
Well, Blaziken was a problem.
At a time, yes.
As a former user of Mega Blaziken, he was a problem.
Mega, yes. Mega, I will not argue against. Regular?
I don't know why Blaziken was insane.
Why?
The man had Swords Dance, Bulk Up, Speed Boost,
yeah,
and Baton Pass.
True. Now, Baton Pass is another issue altogether.
Yeah. So what I would do with my Mega Blaziken is that I would bulk up. I built him real sturdy, real bulky. And then I would bulk up and then just fight until he was almost dead. And then just give all of his boost over to Tyrantrum, so I have a fast, powerful, sturdy Tyrantrum to head smash my way into victory.
Tyrantrum was cool. I miss Tyrantrum.
Oh, I love Tyrantrum. The fact that they gave him Rockhead.
That's good.
Immaculate. Amazing.
Immaculate. They did not bring back the Ultra Beast, and it makes me sad.
Yeah.
I miss my boy, I can't pronounce his name, the jellyfish.
God, I should know this.
Nihiligo?
Nihiligo,
yeah. Because I would just give him Power Herb and Meteor Beam.
Based.
And just kill the first thing I see.
Man, I certainly do love it when rock types are good.
Yeah, imagine that, right?
Because rock is even more so than bug, rock might be the worst type in the game.
Yeah, because bug has shining moments, like Sticky Web and such, and then you have the mutant that is Araquanid.
Mm-hmm.
But then and then you have Pheromosa and then Buswole. But rock, it's a rare thing to really get. Yeah.
Rock was originally supposed to be the sturdy, bulky, defensive typing. Sturdy, strong as a rock. It has a billion weaknesses.
A billion weaknesses.
It's weak to everything. Rock's best feature is that it has an amazing coverage.
Yeah.
Amazing type coverage when mixed with ground, right? Edgequake is a thing for a reason.
Yeah.
Because it hits everything in the game. The problem with that is that if you want stab on Edgequake, suddenly you have 2 types 4 weaknesses?
Yeah.
And you're weak to half the moves of the game?
Yeah.
You're weak to... Let me think. You're double weak to water and grass.
Yep.
You're weak to steel. You're weak to fighting. You're weak to ice.
And you don't have the special defense to deal with any of these special defense and special attack inclined types.
Yeah. And there are so few rock Pokemon that are good.
Yeah.
Like, Rhydon and Rhyperior would have been... Like, Rhyperior would have been great if he didn't have his typing.
Yeah, I love
Rhydon would have been great without his typing. Golem would have been great without his typing.
And they refuse to make Golem better.
Yeah.
That is why I stand in Garganacl so much, because it has one of the best abilities in the entire game.
Oh, man, Garganacl's good.
Oh, and people still don't know how he works. I love it. People try to Will-O-Wisp. They try to use Nuzzle. They try to hit me with ghost attacks. None of it works. Oh, I love it. Oh.
I do love Garganacl. He's very good. We're going to look at him right now in Smogon.
Terrestrialized flying can't do nothing. Except electric attacks do mess me up, and I hate it. Electric and ice. But that's a small price to pay.
Man, Purifying Salt is kind of nutty.
It's amazing. I ain't seen nothing like this since Water Bubble. It's crazy.
And, dude, Garganacl's stat distribution is...
It's good.
Chef's kiss.
It's great.
Chef's kiss!
Finally.
No special attack, no speed. You don't need him. He's got stats and everything else.
Exactly.
So yeah, Garganacl, very good rock Pokemon.
Yes.
And then you have like a lot of the best rock Pokemon are like mono rock.
Yeah.
I like Nihilego.
Yeah.
I would not want Nihilego to take a ground type move.
No, because it's dead now. But the good thing about that is that it's an Ultra Beast and it gets the speed boost.
Yeah. I mean, sure, Beast Boost is good, but Rock Poison?
Yeah.
Yikes.
With no defense. It's glass. It's
like...
Yeah.
Rock Poison is weak to what? Biting, ground,
Psychic.
steel, water, psychic?
Psychic, yeah. It ain't
It's weak
great.
to so much.
It ain't great. But you can kill them birds, though.
Can't kill them birds, now. Like, it... Power Gem is a move that should be on every Pokemon.
Yeah, it should be.
The fact that Power Gem is a move that only exists on like 5 Pokemon is also kind of terrible.
It's wacky.
Because that's one of Rock's biggest weaknesses, is that it doesn't have any good special attacks.
It's literally like power...
Until recently.
Yeah.
It's like Power Gem and Meteor Beam.
Yeah, that's
it.
Actually,
and no one gets those moves.
No one. It's insane.
So there's that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like every rock type. Does Gen 2 even have a new rock?
Well, Tyranitar.
Oh yeah, T-Tar. T-Tar is a staple rock type. T-Tar is not a staple because of his rock type.
No, dark typing, baby.
And T-Tar is a staple because his existence, his very existence destroys Latios.
Yeah.
Like, T-Tar becoming UU is very emblematic of what he is.
Yeah.
Because Tyranitar has always been a response to the meta rather than the meta himself.
Yes.
Which is cool, and I like it.
And he's always best as support. Mm-hmm. That's why when my boy from Gen 5, Excadrill, came back, I popped off.
I love Excadrill. Oh, he's so good.
Gen 5 is immaculate. Oh.
The Weather Wars is chaos, and I love it.
It was good.
Gen 5 OU is a mess.
It is.
But it's a fun mess.
Oh, I get so crazy. Oh my god. And that's
Go on.
No, you go.
I lost the thought. Go on.
I wish that I like Ice a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there were more actual counters to it because Aurora Veil is the weakest response I think one could have for anything that's wrong with Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like Alola Ninetales. Alola Ninetales is good. I like its typing. It's only good for that one thing, setting up Aurora Veil, and then you might as well sack it because everything can kill it.
Yeah. Because Ice is hilarious.
It is.
Ice. The game designers designed Ice. Originally, the thought was that Ice was going to be, much like with Rock, a bulky, defensive typing. Solid. Capable of taking hits. Weak to everything.
Including Steel. And Steel.
Why did they nerf Ice and Johto?
Woo! Steel just runs through
Granted,
it.
Ice was pretty good in Kanto.
Yeah, it was.
Ice was pretty good in Kanto. Everything ran Ice Beam in Kanto.
Yeah.
Because as an offensive type, Ice is amazing.
Yeah, Ice is crazy.
Ice is good against everything that's good in the game.
Yeah. But man, everything runs through an Ice type.
But yeah, Ice is so good as a glass cannon. That's why all the best Ice types are exclusively Weavile.
Yeah.
And then we have Mamoswine, who manages to buck that trend and use priority moves.
And then Kyurem, who is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Kyurem...
It is both kind of mid, but also a problem at the same time.
Yeah. I think Kyurem is one of those examples where the stats are so unbelievably overstacked that it's just unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because it's okay, you could have 220 attack, or you could have 120 attack and 100 in speed.
Nonsense. Though I can't wait for Kyurem the Grey to come. And the inevitable Gen 5 remake.
Please don't say those words around my presence.
Oh,
do not say the words Gen 5 remake around me.
Oh, it's going to be the same thing. It can't be that bad, can it?
What are they going to do? Gen 5 is already perfect. You can't make it better. It's the perfect 2D game. 3D graphics are only going to make it worse.
Yeah.
They're not going to put in the Pokemon World Tournament. Because they're going to be basing it off of base Black and White and not Black and White 2. Because they never base it off of the third game, which they should, but they don't.
Well, no, wait a minute. Hold on.
Only one of them is based it off the third game, and that's the Gen 2 remakes. But no.
Wait. Oh, that was new content.
Where's the Battle Frontier?
True. Never mind. Wow, that's right. Oh, no. I forgot. That's a whole... Wow.
They're not putting the Battle Frontier in? You know for a fact that they are not putting Black City and White Forest in the game.
They're
not putting the Pokemon World Tournament in the game.
Why?
They're not putting Pokestar Studios in the game.
Why even do it?
Right?
Yeah, bruh. We'll see. Are they going to revise the story plot about that guy coming back from the past? The train conductor? Or is he just lost?
Maybe. Maybe they'll do something with Mingo as he's looking for his brother.
I think his brother should stay lost in the past because he's in a better game.
You know what I want?
What?
Pokemon Legends Kyurem.
Yeah?
Do you know what I want Pokemon Legends Kyurem to be?
What?
Red Dead Redemption.
Yes. That's correct. Wild West Pokemon.
That is the objectively correct answer for what you want in a Pokemon game.
That's true.
Because, let's be honest, you have two types of remake. You have the BDSP remake and the PLA remake. And PLA is a Gen 4 remake.
Yes, it is.
Except it's a reimagining.
Yes.
And that's better. Because it did something new with the established game.
I agree.
Nobody wants Black and White 1 again. I love those games. I can still play those games. I don't want them again.
I have a small suggestion. This is just a suggestion. No one has to take it. So, Gens 1 all the way through 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're on handhelds. Maybe put all those on like a service all at once for people to enjoy. And then we kind of go forward into the future with the PLA format for the main franchise. And maybe that's a good idea.
But what if?
Okay.
What if we took those old games and then we put our bad 3D graphics in them?
Oh.
And we did nothing else. And then we sold it to the schmucks who will buy them for $60.
60 bones.
Twice.
120 bones. And they
Why on earth would they put Pokemon onto like the what do you even call it?
The Nintendo
the Nintendo Netflix thing that they want to do?
Yeah, just come on, man.
It would make sense to do it that way.
Yeah.
It would be nice to put Red and Blue onto that service and make it compatible with Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
On that service.
Yeah.
But then who's gonna buy Pokemon Eevee and Pikachu?
It's so miserable.
I hate it.
But
stop it. Stop remakes.
We got Pokemon Go, and that's compatible with everything, so.
Ew.
Yeah.
Is Pokemon Go compatible with that? With Stadium?
Not with Stadium, but with everything else. Okay. It should be compatible with Stadium. Why not?
It's compatible with Scarlet and Violet?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Because you put them in home, and then from home they can go to Violet.
Home is atrocious.
Home is pretty.
Home is truly sinful.
Home should be free.
Home should be free. More importantly, if you're not going to put every Pokemon in the game, why is Pokemon Home a thing?
A graveyard.
I'm going to have my Pokemon trapped in purgatory.
Yes.
And you better pay that subscription fee or man.
They will keep them in there for a while, but no, they lock you out of accessing them actually. Yeah. They did that to me. It's still in the system, but I couldn't get to them. I'm like, oh my God.
Man, have you had a Nidoking since Gen 3 that you've brought up through Pokemon Home? I sure hope he's in the next game.
I sure hope your little buddy makes it. Otherwise, you lost your friend. Idiot. Too bad. Dummy. Liking fictional creatures.
Good God.
Woo!
I never understood the appeal of transferring Pokemon between generations anyway.
That's fair.
Like, except for completionists, right? Except for the people that want to complete their Pokedex. That makes sense.
Yeah.
What is the point of carrying a Pikachu with you for 30 years?
Because of my Pikachu.
If you want to hang out with your Pikachu, just go to the old game.
That's true.
They still exist in the old games.
Yeah.
In an untarnished form that you didn't have to pay money for.
Yeah, where things are pure and simple.
Like, Pokemon Home makes sense for... It makes sense for people trying to complete their Pokedexes.
Yeah.
Because if you have a very convenient place to put an entirely completed Pokedex that you could just drag and drop into the new game, and all of a sudden that's, 800 Mons that you don't have to go out and catch anymore.
Right, true.
That's a good thing to have.
Yeah.
I accept that. That is a service that I would pay for. Pokemon Home for nostalgia's sake?
Now that's weird.
Why?
Because I do like having not to worry about certain events because I already have the guy.
Yeah.
So I don't need to be bothered.
Like, if I wanna play with my team that I used back in X and Y, I would just put X and Y in my 3DS and play it.
Yeah, true. Though, I guess too, like for competitive people, it's kind of like you want your old team in the new format. Which doesn't work all the time because they took Gengar out behind the shed and changed him into something totally different, which now...
They killed Gengar. Did they get rid of Levitate?
Yes.
Why?
Because Cursed Body.
Once again, why?
Bad
Cursed Body on Gengar is stupid.
It is.
He's frail.
Oh, well. I mean, ignore all those cartoons where he's flying around. Ignore that he's actually a gas man. Mm-hmm. Forget all that. Cursed Body. You've been cursed by the fart. The fart has cursed you.
I mean, you could be like, okay, that makes sense because he's like a prankster guy. Sure.
Yeah.
I guess.
Give him prankster.
Prankster would be awesome on Gengar.
I mean, prankster's disable. Oh, no. Oh, oops.
Prankster disable would be so good.
Whoopsie.
Prankster disable, Will-O-Wisp.
Pain Split.
Pain Split.
Oh, Prankster Curse. Oh, no.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Oh, Destiny Bond.
Oh, that's terrible. No.
Oh, that's evil.
You can't do that. You can't do that. No.
Oh, that is evil. I love it.
Scarlet Violet.
Let's see. Encore, Endure.
Bruh, people need to stop. In Gen 9, people are aggressive with using Encore. It's insane. Because they want to trap you into using a move like a boosting move.
Yeah. Prankster Haze.
Prankster Haze. Prankster
Hypnosis.
Prankster Hypnosis.
Even if it's bad. Even if Hypnosis is terrible and bad.
Prankster Spite. Huh.
That would be cool.
Prankster.
Destiny Bond is easily the worst move.
Yeah, that's insane. Prankster Taunt. There we go.
Ooh. Like, Prankster doesn't even really matter that much because Gengar is already really fast.
Yeah.
You know what would be funny?
Huh.
Gengar is an anti-trick room.
Yo.
They use Trick Room. You throw out Gengar, Prankster, Trick Room.
Yes. Get bodied.
That would be sick. Prankster Thunderwave.
Prankster Trick is stupid.
Yeah.
Here's your black sludge, idiot. Prankster substitute. Prankster skill swap. Oh, that's bad, actually. Don't do that.
Yeah, give your opponent Prankster. See what happens.
Oh, no. Wait. Give your buddy Prankster.
Ooh.
And then, like, if it's like an attacking guy, have him use Prankster to boost himself. Like priority boosting. Ooh.
I was about to say, who would be... I'm thinking of like Pokemon with bad abilities, like
Slacking.
Like Slaking. It makes me so sad that Prankster actively kills Regigigas too.
Yeah.
Or not Prankster, but Skill Swap.
Yeah.
I wish Regigigas was good. I want more normal type legendary Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. I'm the best at being average. Oh boy, we have gone.
Except not even, because good lord.
Yeah, true.
Regigigas is trash.
Yes. The worst at being average. Yikes. Oh?
Yeah, we've been going on for 2.5 hours because Pokemon, baby.
Pokemon, baby. Go out, play Power World.
Yeah.
And while you're out there, subscribe to Reddit Sephiroth on the YouTube.
Well, I suppose you should go and subscribe to Polypede Works.
Bars open, boys.
Don't be